Let your body move. Cowboy and cowgirl, feeling the groove. Sipping on moonshine, fire. Body, baby.
Let me say this, right? I think every culture and any culture can do and practice and be how they want to be. No shame. No, if you have fun, you all that stuff, cool. But this is a thing where I say this: if you demand respect, okay, from other cultures, you demand people not treat you like stereotypes. Guess what? Don't be it. Don't act like it. This is the thing where this is where I go. You can, you know, express or I don't know, do your culture however you want, however you think, dance, have fun, all that great. But this is the problem where a lot of people don't realize we are representing our culture. Especially on these stages, thanks to social media, we represent our culture. So you can't, in one hand, do whatever you want, right? Do whatever you want, and then demand respect from other cultures, because other cultures will see you, how you represent yourself. So in one hand, yes, it may, some people will look at, oh, that's fun, just having fun, that's dancing and stuff like that. While other cultures may see you that this is a moment to, it is a moment to celebrate, but it's a moment to also show some decorum, some class. But no, you don't. You go, and that's fine, you go against the grain, that is perfectly fine. But you cannot expect or demand to be treated a certain way by other cultures, by other people, by society at large, when honestly, you clearly just shows more stereotype. You clearly show that, you're not serious, and it's a joke, and it's for fun. This is the thing, I agree, that's fine. But again, you can't blame people for believing in stereotypes, viewing people a certain way, when you don't change their minds. You don't really do things to change their minds. Yes, maybe a few groups that try to be different, but again, society at large, what they see is that. Like a graduation turning into a club, like turning into a booty shaking event. What do you think people are going to think? What do you think people are going to view you as? And if you don't mind how the world at large, society at large view you, cool. But then don't on the same breath tell you that people disrespect you. People think about stereotypes. People, view you a certain way, but you don't talk back against it. You don't try to represent a different image. You just fall into the stereotypes.
Ladies and gentlemen, yes, we have another one, another fight on the Carnival Cruise Line. But this time, oh baby, let's talk about it. Now, I came across this information, and it states that, I don't know if they're all family, but not one, not two, not three, not four, not five, not even 10, but 18 to 19 people I counted got kicked off of the Carnival cruise ship for fighting. Now, let me tell you this. They were in the Bahamas. They left them at the Bimini, Bahamas port. Yes. Okay. Now, that is crazy. Okay, that means the cruise was so fed up of your BS that you have to go like right now, get your ish and get off. Listen, when I seen the video, these people were on the dock with all of their belongings, luggage, everything, right? They looked like they were kind of, standing around trying to figure it out. And then like security came in some vehicles and, was kind of, getting them to get off of the dock, like it's time to go. But in my other video, we did not discuss when the cruise line kick you off at a port.
So I got a lot of hate from my last video, right? My opinions on the whole, the graduation, whatever, the dancing thing. People calling me racist. People calling me miserable party pooper. Not, But this is why people weren't listening to my video. This is a thing where more and more, I'm gonna be, I don't care. I want to be honest, right? Right now, in 2025, okay, in the last couple of years, you hear more and more talk about racism. You hear more and more talk about the world's unfair, how, they talk about how black people are treated. Okay? But guess what? Guess what doesn't help? Guess what doesn't help? How you don't care. You don't care how the rest of the world view you, yet you demand respect. You demand to be treated like equals, when honestly, here's the thing. I'm sorry, when you are willingly, happily, don't care if you contribute to stereotypes, i.e. show people that you are not the same. You are not the same as everyone else, which is fine. You don't have to be the same as everyone else, but don't expect to be treated the same as everyone else. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be straight up blunt. You can't demand respect. You can't scream to a rooftop of being treated different when you act like you're different. When when there's chance to you don't act different, you prove them right. You prove them right. This is the thing where no one talks about. Stop proving everyone right. Stop it. You want to say that you want to complain victimhood. You want to complain that the world's unfair. Okay. But don't be your own worst enemy. Be better. Like, don't, again, you're just proving everyone right. You're proving everyone to view you differently. And this is the thing where, I said this in my last video, you can act how you want to act. You can do what you want to do. You want to dance at, graduations. You want to shake your booty, go crazy at graduations. Cool, do it. You want to, be ghetto in a restaurant and McDonald's and a fast food chain. Cool, do it. But again, don't in the same token ask people to treat you the same or view you the same. People won't. Don't say that you're not a monolith, but on the same token, you support this crap. You support this crap. This is. Let's not be stupid. Let's not be stupid, because stereotypes, it happens for a reason. This is why I hate it when with Asian jokes. When Asian people make Asian jokes, I hate that shit too. I hate that, because when we are feeding into stereotypes, it hurts. It hurts everyone, especially the people that about the stereotype. That's why I do not like Asian jokes. I don't, and I don't like people. I don't like Asian people, right? Feeding into those things, because again, it looks bad on the culture. It looks bad on your people. But here's the thing, black people, or at least the ones in the comment section, they're fine. It's like just part of it's just another day. It's just how people are, black people are. Okay, great. Then don't complain that people, view and use stereotypes, view you in a certain way. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is that you cannot, on one hand, complain how people view you and treat you, but on the same hand, pretty much instill the stereotypes into people, perpetuate the stereotypes that people have of you, to show you that you are different to other people. This is gonna most likely be controversial. Okay, in the last few videos I've had, it's more, I guess, race related, and because of my opinions, right, I've been getting people just calling me racist. Here's the thing. Fine, you can believe what you want. Of course, I believe what I want. The thing is that mindset is what's ruining the black community right now, in my personal opinion, because any criticism is received as racism. Okay, any opportunity or any ideology that holds people, and in this case black people, accountable, is deemed racism. Is met with a whole lot of backlash, and this is why, right? This is the problem, because in today's day and age, we can criticize any other group, white people, any other group, right? Asian people. We can have critiques about other groups, but if we do have any critiques of black people, it's shunned, right? It's racist. It's all this stuff. Because this is the thing where I think a lot of other races have the idea of community, the idea that people are scared, right, to shame the community. So, I had a video, right? You can check it out, of a bunch of kids graduating. Awesome, right? Awesome that they're graduating. But going, I don't know, really crazy dancing, this is the thing where I said in that video, dancing, right? The dancing necessarily wasn't the problem in that video. It's more about the mindset, where this is and again, it's my opinion, right? Societal norms. During graduations, you're modest. You're not going crazy. You're not acting crazy. You're not doing something that's out of the norm. And I said in that video, it's okay. If you want to be different, all the more power to you, right? If you want to act differently, you want to do your own thing, you want to, celebrate your culture, awesome. But this is the thing where you can't, okay, promote differences between groups and then expect other groups to treat you the same, to give you the same respect. You can't. In personal opinion, you can't, because it's illogical, right? You can't expect people to view you the same, treat you the same, when you will do things that won't be the same, that you will show people things that you're not the same, and that's the problem that a lot of people don't see. So one of the things is that what is it that whole, I think it's a proverb or saying where a nail that sticks out will be hammered back in, and that's societal norms. Being different, being weird is not necessarily the best thing. Now, again, For me, for all my life, right? For all my life, I promoted to be different. So in that video, I'm not saying, oh my God, black people are different, so it's terrible. No. I'm saying how the landscape of today's society, where we have people, a group of people saying that, oh, treat me the same. Stop being racist. Stop being terrible to me. But then, how can you think people will treat you the same when, like I said, you are obviously not? And this is the thing where maybe like the difference with immigrant cultures or immigrant people or Asian people, where, you know what, we don't need to be treated the same, right? In the law, we have equal opportunity. Asian people see that, right? We have equal opportunity within the law. So we're good. We will, focus on our own and try to strive to the best we can with what we got. So you don't see, Asian people screaming to be treated equal, because we see in society, okay, we are treated equal, right? Or equal enough where we have the opportunities to succeed, right? We don't care about, if you scream racist remarks, whatever. We keep going our way. We keep on trying to strive for better, right? If people have negative views of us, so what? We keep on going our way and striving to do better. We don't care what other people feel, right? What other people are thinking about us, because we know, right? We know that in the community ourselves, we have it handled, right? No one is, because Asian people are very, pride-oriented, face-oriented. So we know the meaning of shame, right? We definitely, if a nail's sticking up, we're definitely hit it back down. So I don't know. I just want to maybe talk a bit more to make myself be a little bit more clear. But it's more like I said, at the end of the day, it's like, I'm not telling people what to do. I'm not telling people what to do. Oh, don't celebrate by dancing at a graduation. No, you can do it if you want. But I'm more looking at the lens of how the landscape, right? How the society landscape is right now, where talk about racism, talk about, the dynamics between race is at all-time high, right? We're talking about it constantly. Every week it's about race. Well, we're different, right? We're different. So it is not surprising that we would treat and view each other differently, right? And so that's the thing, where to expect that people will treat you the same, to me, it's like, as a country, we treat people the same, in my personal opinion. Now, I think we treat people more different between classes, right? Poor and rich. But I don't think we treat people differently between races, as law goes, right? That's my personal opinion. So, I don't know. Just us constantly talking about race, thinking about race, everything is racist. It's really just making the divide bigger and more noticeable, in my personal opinion. So that was really the heart of the video, is that, okay, if you got to think about it, if you want to promote to be different, right, do your own thing, celebrate how you want to celebrate, you do your culture, then do it. I'm in big support of it. But recognize that if you are different, people will view you and treat you differently, which is fine. We shouldn't be complaining that people will treat us differently or view us differently, because we want to be viewed differently. That's my thing. So, it's either or. It's either you conform or you live in the different.
So y'all hated when people saw that cruise full of black people and they said all kind of racist remarks. But then after the cruise, at the Carnival Port in Galveston, people are fighting in the terminal. And a black woman on an excursion refuses to get up because she didn't have the wristband, and her child has to almost beg her to get off the boat. This is why they make the comments that they make. This is why they don't want to be around us. Too many of y'all don't know how to act. This is why I avoid Carnival. I even avoid the little short cruises that are like real cheap. Some of y'all don't know how to leave the ghetto at home. And these are the people who raise the kids who fight the teacher. It's all related, y'all. And so even black people like myself or others who got some sense, we always are running not from black people, from y'all.
great culture we have. Teaching kids at, I don't even know how old he is, but he looks like 2 or 3. Teaching him all about the music that we listen to. He's pretending he has a gun with this toy. Yeah, this is the problem with us today. We're teaching these kids to already be violent, to listen to more violent music. I can already predict how he's going to turn out when he's older. How about we prioritize teaching our kids about having an education, about learning, and not listening to this kind of music or having this type of life? Maybe the black community would be way better.
I love a response. This is a thing where, I've dated mostly black women. My friends are black. I've been around the black community most of my life. And it hurts me that I see, at least the communities I've been around, I see so little accountability. Recognizing that, you know what? Stop blaming the white man. Stop blaming everyone else but yourself, but your own community, but your own people, but the people around you. That perpetuates the downfall, perpetuates the characteristics that are hurting your community. It's disheartening that I see it today, because like in this time, in this day and age, more than ever we are talking about race. More than ever we're talking about race. Constantly, every week, every day, every month, something about race. How's that helping? How is that changing the community? How's that bettering the community? Because what it's doing is you are defocusing. You are putting your focus on outside of the community and finding a villain, while not focusing inside in the community to improve it, to better it, to find the actual villains that are hurting your communities. The terrible music, terrible role models, terrible habits, terrible education. It's just tiring. It really is. And I think it will never get better, because minorities care about other things than actual problems.
I don't need to do anything. I was just asking you. I don't need to do anything. What do I need to do? I don't need to do anything. What are you going to do to me? Exactly. You will serve me. I will be somebody in here serving me. She'll serve me. What you think you know to now tell me to calm down. Now tell me to be quiet. You better get my money, man. Somebody better get my money. Somebody better get my money before I start having a fool over here. Get my money. Put it in my hand. The same way I gave it to you. The same way I gave it to you. Don't throw nothing at me. Don't fucking do. No, don't be sorry. Give me my money in my hand like I gave it to you. Sorry about your kids and everything. But who do you think you're talking to? I don't want to hear nothing. Give me my money in my hand. The same way I give it to her. I check up out of head. Call the police, anybody you need for. I don't care who it is. Get your manager, whoever you need to. I don't care who you is. Somebody better tell me something. Somebody better tell me something. Yeah, well, the manager, whoever, I will beat the shit out your employee if she ever throw anything in my face. I'm not going nowhere. I want her to pick my shit up. Give me my money the same way I gave it to her. No, I'm not moving. Somebody better go behind here. Give me my money. Get my order. And that's really that. Mister, you need me to go to jail, crack you in your head early in the morning or something. You fucking throwing my money.
We don't have enough black creators talking about this. We don't. Because this is the thing. Because of social media, this is what represents the community. This is what represents the community. And we don't have enough people talking out about it and condemning it, or just saying that we need to do better. This is a thing where it's like there's no decorum, there's no class, there's only ghetto-ness. There's only aggressiveness, there's only anger, there's only intolerance, there's only hate. That's it. It is like, I've seen countless videos of black people saying, I hate serving other black people. And then you wonder why people of other races say the exact same thing, and then you call that racist. It's that, we don't have enough people calling that shit out, saying that, no, it's not racist. It's not racist. It's a problem. It's a problem. That, there's no good role models in the community. There's none. There's none. Because this is, I don't know, it's funny and it's sad, because the few black people that make it out of the ratchetness, the ghetto-ness, they leave it behind. They don't look back behind it. They don't try to help, because you know what? Even they see that it's pointless, which is sad. It's really sad. Because looking at that is sad, because this is why there's no community. This is why things are going down. And honestly, this is why I find it stupid to blame the white man for all the problems. Blame the past for what's happening now. Because honestly, at the end of the day, let's say this. Let's say hypothetical. Reparation happens. reparation happens. You get millions, or you get housing, you get whatever, which Section 8 is a thing. You do get housing, there is money that goes to the community, but fine, whatever. Let's say it happens. You think that will be weeded out? You think that would change? You think the killings of your brothers and sisters by your brothers and sisters would change? I don't think so. Free money does not change a personality. Does not change work ethics. Does not change morality. Does not change character. Sometimes it makes it worse. So it's just shit like this is sad. It really is, because you want to see a community does better. I personally believe white people in general, of course, there's the terrible people, but I personally believe white people, most people, all people want all communities to do well. We're all human beings. Okay? We only separate ourselves because we want to.
I hate when people talk about black women being obese. I hate it because it becomes a way to blame us for a set of conditions that we didn't create. We are living in the Trump era. And look, those policies kill our people. And what public health practitioners think is that our stress responses in the body change our metabolism. It's literally that the racism that you're experiencing and the struggle to make ends meet actually means the diet don't work for you the same.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought.
This is the problem when women lack accountability. You blame everyone but yourself. This is a thing where, vegetable seeds are cheap. You can grow your own shit. You can have a little pot. This is a thing where I hate this thing where modern day racism is so stupid and delusional. It's just now you're blaming everyone for your problems but yourself. You blame everyone for making you fat instead of, you choosing to eat how you eat. You choosing to be inactive. This is the thing where I don't blame others for how I look. I don't blame others for my inactions. I don't blame others for my problems. To blame Trump, that's an old clip too, but to blame Trump, what policies are killing you? To blame stress factors of the world making you fat. No, your laziness, your inactive tendencies, your ability to not take accountability, your ability to not recognize if you're fat, you're fat. This is the thing where I'm not criticizing being fat. If you are, you are. It is what it is. Just stop blaming others for it. I recognize I'm not skinny, but I ain't gonna blame no one for my choices in life. This is why I hate it when women in particular say men hate women. When what a lot of men do, I'm not saying all, only hold women accountable. You are 100% accountable for the actions and words you say and do. That fat woman is 100% responsible for her becoming fat. And this is the problem where we want to make excuses, and this is why America is, I believe, the most obese nation in the world. Because we want to make excuses. We want to make fat acceptable. We want to make being fat the problem of the world, not your own problem. It's absolutely ridiculous.
You white people need to understand that I'm talking about you collectively.
Well, liberals, she's talking to you. A lot of you think that you're excluded from a lot of these racist viewpoints.
Not individually. I married a white man. I have mixed children.
I didn't see that coming.
I'm completely aware, okay, that not every single white person
Your husband being one? I would hope. What is going on?
is evil
No shit.
and terrible and incapable of empathy and sympathy and learning.
How is this real? Like, how does one get to the point where they go, you know what I'm posting today?
Everything. And that doesn't just come with just, we're just here partying. No, you raped, you pillaged, you stole. Collectively.
I don't envy the husband in this case at all. Can you imagine the things that this woman puts on his plate and blames him for, even though he may not have had anything to do with it?
I gotta say, a lot of men have zero self-respect. Getting with women that can call other people like that, can have so much hate, is absolutely insane. And this woman is just a hypocrite and delusional. This is the thing, I really want people who are, let's say black people, who are so like everything is about race. Everything is about racism. Just like she said, rape, pillage, all that shit. I'm sorry. You think black people don't do that? You think it's like this is a thing where I'm really tired of the racism talk because it makes it seem like, oh, skin tone is what makes people do things. No, it's character. It's who you are inside. You think African tribes don't, conquer other tribes? You don't think that? You don't think that they enslave other tribes? Or you don't think that they were the ones who sold black slaves to the white man? This is a thing where stop thinking about color. This is the problem I'm seeing. Like, because we constantly thinking about color, we ignore character. And it gets tiring. It gets to a point where what you're doing is delusional. It's not helpful because you only view people by color. You only view people by color. And it gets like, it makes your logic nonsensical. And it's insane that this woman can blame white people and marry one. How is that even supporting your black community when you marry outside of your race? The hypocrisy in that is absolutely insane. It's like, you know what? Like I said, I've said this other times before, why I left the Democrat Party. There's so many delusional and hypocrites in it.